Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. It's another cold day in North Florida, y'all. I mean, maybe not to you guys who live in New York, but to me it is cold. You see, I got my pink robe on again, right? Y'all probably gonna see this a lot during this season. I'll get up and I'll take care of everything I need to take care of in the morning. And after I get dressed, fully dressed, I'll throw my robe on because to me it's cold. But it's not right. It's not, it is cold enough actually to put on the heat. But I want to say probably about 12, it'll probably warm up a little bit. So you'll have to turn it off. So it's not that type of cold where you'll have to keep the heat on all day. Okay? Not yet anyway. All right, so today I'm here because I want to talk about aging and some of the experiences that I am having, that I have had, and that I am currently having with aging. And I want to speak to my community who, those of you who are in your 30s, and I want to say your mid 30s, or those of you who are closely approaching your 40s. You guys got to be careful, okay? You got to be really careful because before you know it, you'll wake up one morning and you'll realize shit around you has changed. You're not the same person anymore, and you find yourself trying to blend in with this younger generation, right? And then you're wondering why you can't keep up, and you're falling victim to a lot of things and people and situations. You understand? And that is because you are stuck in the past and you're not moving forward, and you're holding on to some ideals and some concepts, or maybe even some illusions. All right? You're holding on to these things, and these things are keeping you from growing, all right, from stepping or entering into the next stage of your life, all right? And it's not really about giving up anything, because you're not giving up anything. But what's happening is that things that are no longer serving you within your age group, you are changing them. They are changing, all right? And they are changing into a form that is more suitable for you, all right? That is more suitable for you. So I think the scariest thing about aging is not knowing what the future holds for you. You understand? And so therefore we attempt to hold on to things that, like I said, no longer serve us. And these things become dead weight for us. These things start to drain you of energy. Okay? I have realized, that the most important thing about aging is conserving energy. Okay? Because when we're young, we do a lot of wasting. But when you get older, you start to focus more on conserving energy. All right? And creating a peaceful environment, because that aids in the conservation of energy. Because as you get older, you come to realize how important energy is. Okay, we come to realize how we can take that energy and we can turn it into something that could enhance us, enhance our stability. We can take that energy and turn it into resources, because that's what it's all about. It's not all about money. It's not, that's the illusion. It's not all about money. It's all about resources, making the right connections, having the right people in your life. You understand? Knowing the right people, knowing people who have connections, or knowing people who are productive, just as productive as you are. That's what brings you wealth. Being resourceful, being able to acquire information that is necessary, so on and so forth. But these are the things that we start to focus on as we become older. We become less involved in the dating game. We become less involved in, we don't look at relationships the same way. When you're younger, you have all that energy, so you got time to be like, oh, what you doing, where you going, how you doing that, looking through your phone and fighting and arguing and stuff like that. No, when you get older, like I said, you come to learn how important energy is. And you say, you know what, if I hold on to this energy, or if I channel this energy, you understand, I send it out and it comes back to me in a source that I can use to continue to feed myself, to clothe myself, to keep a roof over my head. And that doesn't necessarily require money. See, that's the thing. People are like, oh, I need money so that way I can get this. No. All right. Everything comes from knowledge, not money. Okay? Because if you want a house and you want a car and you're depending on money to get the car, what you're doing is you're focusing on money. You're not really focusing on getting the car or the house. That's secondary. Your initial focus is on money. So you're going to have to wait, even though you could have the house and the car, you're going to end up passing that up because you say, I want the money so that way I can get the money and I can buy the house and the car. And then a lot of times when we get the money, especially in the time that we're living in now, we get the money, right? And so we say, okay, now we can go buy the house and the car. All right, we can get the car, but then when we try to go get the house, you can't even get the house because you don't have the right connections. You following me? You don't have the right connections. So now you're stuck with this money that you're living off of. As time continue to go by, you're living off of this money and the money is decreasing. You understand? And everywhere you go, you're trying to get this house and you're trying to get this house, but you can't get this house because you don't have the right connections. So it's not all about the money. It's all about resources. And that's another thing when you reach into a certain age group, you start to focus on resources, okay? Accumulating, increasing resources, you start to focus. Of course, one of the things that you start to focus on is time, because you realize time is now becoming shorter for you. Okay, so now another thing that we focus on as we age is we focus on working harder, playing a lot less, and working more. Okay, we focus on strength, we focus on endurance. We just focus, period. And as we become older, we also become more serious. We start to focus less on sex, not because the potency has decreased, because if anything, for women, I think we're cursed because it starts to increase. It starts to increase. And it's a curse. I'm telling you, it is a curse. And those of you who are watching this video or that are in my age group, you know what I'm talking about. It's a curse. But it starts to increase. But we start to focus less on that because we know that we can't continue to live like that. You understand? You can't play, right? And work a little bit. You can't play more than you work, because if you do, then you're not going to have anything, or you're not going to have very much, So we work first. We work and we get all our work out of the way. We get all our work out of the way, and then we play. Because we know once we get all of our work out of the way, we have more time to play, and playtime becomes more pleasurable for us. Everything is, to me, with my aging, I swear to you, everything to me becomes more intense. More intense. I haven't figured that out yet, but I'm looking into it. But it becomes more intense, and it's all about channeling energy, not acting impulsively. It's very important for me to think and to plan out things before I take action. I move very careful, as opposed to when I was younger. I was out of control. And those who know me when I was younger, they know what I'm talking about. If you're watching this video, you know what I'm talking about. I was out of control. But as I've aged, I've learned to gain control. I still have that same mad, crazy energy. You can't see it and you can't tell, because I've learned how to gain control over it. But as a youth, I was self-destructive, as most of us were. I was self-destructive. But with my experience, my self-destructive behavior became completely controlled. You understand? And my outer environment, it reflects my inner self, my inner being, So those are some of the things that I have experienced and I'm still experiencing on my path. One of my biggest challenges is, as with most women, is emotions. They I struggle with them. I internalize a lot. And I struggle with them, and I have to internalize them because I use them to manifest. Keeping them under control is just like controlling your children. If you have your emotions under control, guess what? Your children will be under control too, because emotions are just like children. They need discipline. But I struggle with them. I do not suppress them. Like I said before, I utilize them. I channel them. I channel my emotions as a means to manifest goals, and things of that nature. I have things that I want to accomplish in my life. So that's another reason why I conserve my energy. I can't afford to be wasting energy on limited pleasures, such as, the feeling that we get from sex or what have you. That shit is over like 15, 20 minutes or whatever. And next thing you know, and you're drained of energy and you don't get anything in return from that. That feeling is gone. You understand? That feeling is gone. So it's like now you have to wait until you build that energy back up again. All right? You have to wait until you build that energy back up all over again, so that way you can focus in on something that you really want. So sometimes I be having to choose, do I want sex, or do I want a car, or do I want a house, or do I want clothes, do I want shoes, or or what have you, whatever it is that I want. You understand? What do I want? Or do I want a meaningful relationship with the people that I already have in my life? Do I want to, network with productive people? Do I want to keep myself and protect it? Am I healing? Do I want to heal someone right now? Because the energy is there, and when you have it, you can use it to do whatever it is that you want to do, or to attract whatever it is that you need in your life, whether it be a job, whether it be a mate, someone who could help you. You understand? A teacher, whatever it is that you need in your life, you can use that energy to attract those things to you, but not if you're wasting it. This is the Black Moon. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and sharing this morning moment with me. Peace. Take care.